Well, they've only gone and done it. Treyarch actually removed SBMM from Black Ops 7, and let me tell you, this is definitely some unprecedented times. But before we get to the juicy parts, if you guys are playing Black Ops 7 beta, make sure to see for the like button, and while you're done there, make sure to subscribe. We are only 2 subs away from hitting 5k subs. If you can do it before the betas end, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. But with that being said, let's go right into it. This is not fake, this is not clickbait. Treyarch have only gone and actually done it. They've removed SBMM from Black Ops 7. Since the beginning of the beta, they've given us daily updates, and the update for day 3 came absolutely out of nowhere, because for day 3 they added a brand new playlist called Open Mosh Pit, which, like I said, removes SBMM in it. And just quickly, in case you don't know what SBMM does, basically SBMM will only allow you to play players that have similar skill level to you. So for example, if you're in the top 10%, you will only play players that are on the top 10% as well. If you're somewhere in the middle, you will only play against players that are also similar position to you. So like I said, it only allows you to play players that are similar skill to you. However, when you remove SBM, that will no longer be the case. With that SBM, it's completely open field. Anybody can match up against anybody else. If your skill is in the middle of the player base, you can match up against people who are top 1%, top 5%, top 10%, or even the bottom 5 or bottom 1%. Like I said, it's open field, it's anybody for themselves. You can get matched up with anybody and everybody like someone's business. This is what Treyarch had to say in their official blog post. Matchmaking and open mosh pit. Like all things in beta, our collective goal is to gather critical in-game data and feedback to make Black Ops 7 the best experience possible. We're engaging with a community discussion about matchmaking, and we'll be making some updates to our playlist plans. Today we'll have 2 playlists available, Mosh Pit and a new Open Mosh Pit. In Open Mosh Pit, skill consideration is drastically reduced when matchmaking, aka they removed SBMM, with the goal of providing more varied match experiences and outcomes. This playlist will match players with and against players of more varied skill differences than in the current multiplayer matchmaking system. And when it comes to the mods and the maps, they are the same thing as every other playlist that we've been playing so far in the beta, same maps and same game modes. Now, if you've been playing this Open Mosh Pit in Black Ops 7 beta, have you noticed how fast the matchmaking is? It's ridiculous, okay? Now, don't get me wrong, this is the beta, so yes, we were getting into matches quite fast. However, in the Open Mosh Pit, it's almost like we're back in the golden age of Call of Duty where you wouldn't wait more than 10 seconds to actually get into a lobby. This is absolutely amazing. However, I do have some concerns about the Open Mosh Pit. As you guys know, for the past couple of years, everybody's been very annoyed and upset at playing the same players over and over again because of, like I said, because of SBMM. Now, with the Open Mosh Pit not having SBMM, everybody and their moms are gonna be playing the Mosh Pit, and you know what that means. It's just gonna be sweaty, as if you're just playing a normal Call of Duty game with SBMM. Because like I said, in the Open Mosh Pit where there is no SBM, you get to play against everybody and anybody. And now with all of the best players playing the Open Mosh Pit, and like I said, matching against anybody and everybody, I feel like we're just gonna go up against the top of the top players, and it's gonna be sweaty just like a normal playlist. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, okay? I am definitely not complaining. Once the game launches, that of course won't be the case, because there'll be a much larger player pool and you won't get to match up against top of the top players every single game like it is in the beta. But still, that's just one concern that I had that I want to tell you guys about. But of course, so far I'm really loving the Open Mosh Pit with the SBMM. It's absolutely amazing. Following that, they've also made some adjustments to the TTK, or time to kill. As you guys know, a lot of the discourse in the Black Ops 7 beta is the fact that time to kill is way too fast. You are dropping enemies and they are dropping you super fast. It's almost like you have no chance. If somebody shoots at you, that's it. There's no chance of you turning on him and maybe possibly getting out of the way or even getting the kill. Here's what they had to say with today's update. We have been closely following feedback on weapons and time to kill. Our changes today predominantly targets the Treyarch 45 SMG and the M8A1 marksman rifle. We currently see these weapons well ahead of the pack in our TTK data, and they also have a very high usage, which means they are contributing heavily to combat pacing right now in the beta. When it comes to the SMGs for the Raiden 45K, they've simply just addressed an issue with the skeletonized grip. However, when it comes to the Treyarch 45, which I know a lot of people have been using and loving, to be honest with you guys, it's a very good weapon. It has been nerfed. Also, the M10 Breacher shotgun, which to be honest with you guys is super overpowered. You guys are seeing the gameplay in front of you right now. I'm using the M10 Breacher and I'm absolutely wreaking havoc in the game. It has also been nerfed. And of course, also the M8A1, the iconic Black Ops 2 weapon, it has also been nerfed in Black Ops 7. And finally, for the snipers, the VS Recon or the DSR sniper, it has actually been a tiny bit buffed. They have improved the rechambeling stability. Alongside all of that, Treyarch has also addressed a very hot topic in the Black Ops 7 beta, and that is the doors. Yes, if you played the Black Ops 7 beta, the doors can get very annoying, to be honest with you guys. While yes, they have removed the manual doors where you have to open them or badge them yourself, these new automatic doors are not any better. They're just as bad, to be honest with you guys, because a lot of players are actually camping behind them, and the second you open them, boom, you get killed. You stand no chance. Or even because they are closed, sometimes your line of sights are very messed up, because of course you can't see, or a lot of people are actually head glitching behind the doors, and and the second you open them again you stand no chance. So there are a lot of different issues with these doors. However, like I said, they have addressed them and this is what they changed. So first of all, they've permanently opened several doors throughout the maps Forge and Cortex, and you can see on the map right here, the green doors are the new changes. These will forever permanently be opened, okay? No more opening and closing them, they will always be open, while the red doors will be closed, and of course you will open them as you get close to them. So the red doors have not been changed, it's just the green doors, they have permanently been opened. And the same thing goes for Cortex. We can see the minimap here, we have 3 new permanently open doors and the other are still closed where you have to open them yourself. But hopefully with these changes it will eliminate some of the issues that have been facing with these automatic doors. They've also increased the time the automatic doors remain open before closing from 2 seconds to 4 seconds. Again, this was very annoying as well. You are stepping away from the door as you shoot an enemy and boom, all of a sudden the door will close and that's it, you've lost your kill right there. So yeah, it was very annoying. And finally, they've also increased the range at which doors will automatically open when approaching. Again, this is definitely a very awesome change. Following that, they've also increased the visible range of the minimap by 15%. Basically, now you will see 15% more than what you were originally seeing with the minimap, and that's always amazing. How can we go wrong there? For the movement, they've also increased allowable angle for side wall jumps to reduce accidental forward wall jumps. Not gonna lie to you guys, this was happening quite a lot, and now they fixed it. It was very annoying because sometimes you were trying to side wall jump and you were accidentally forward wall jumping. It was just creating a lot of chaos. That has been fixed. When it comes to spawns, they've also adjusted the spawn logic for enemy player influences on nearby spawns. You've seen the video, I'm pretty sure, where players are spawning behind players or on top of players. It was absolutely crazy. So they've adjusted that as well. Moving on from that, we also have some progression adjustments. For example, first of all, they've increased weapon XP and rates for both multiplayer and zombies. Yes, finally. It was super tedious. You're having a good game, getting a lot of kills, and the level bar was barely moving. It was super annoying, to the point where they even had to add double XP yesterday. But now on top of that double XP, you will also have increased weapon XP and rates, so that is awesome. Also, they've increased the overclock earn rate for the skewer score streak, and finally they've also increased the overclock earn rate for the drone pod field upgrade. And yeah, this is pretty much it. These were all the important changes that they did with this update. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this was pretty significant update, especially with the removal of SBMM and fixing the door issues and all that. This was definitely a much needed update in my opinion. But with all that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen right now to know how you can get on top of the map exposure in Black Ops 7. Thank you guys for watching this video.